gonna get it loaded there, and then she's gonna drop down, and then she's gonna take the 100-foot section, which is the first tongue on the right. So she'll grab that. She'll bring it into the, go ahead and nice and slow, man. Bring some space, she's gonna bring it out. I'll be the second firefighter, I'll grab this second piece. Stay right there, man, stay right there. I'll grab this second piece, and this will be our little bit of our supply as we will come in. So go ahead and she's gonna take it into the first floor landing. All right, so now as we come in, her job is to keep that 50 feet of hose on her shoulder till she gets up to the second floor landing. My job as the backup firefighter is to get the hose that's laid out here up into the stairwell behind her, paid out to the outside of the stairwell. So we're gonna try to make a demonstration of that going nice and slow. Take it up. You can take it up. Go ahead and drop it. I'm gonna bring some hose up with me. She's gonna start making her way up there. Trying to keep this on the outside if we can. All right. Stay right there. And now as you can see, if we're going a little faster, she would keep going, but we got our hose to the outside, working with 2 people. Now she's got her Minuteman still on her shoulder, and she's gonna work on doing a flap per floor, possibly a couple in the corners and one on the way up, so we can continue this method and get our trunk all the way up to the 3rd floor. All right, so as you can see, she was able to keep her hose with her. As more people come up and we start charging this line, we may even put people in place in corners, so when we charge it, it stays to the outside, and keep paying it out to keep these kinks out of the hose. Once we get up here, we're able to call for, obviously we're gonna need our irons, we're gonna need some things if something goes wrong inside where we need to force a door. We're gonna need hotel extensions, or sorry, our 2 1/4 extensions for progressing in with our 2 1/2. And if we did that, we'd keep this dry. We'd spin this off, and that's our 2 1/2 orifice that we could extend either more 2 1/2 off of, or we could put our 2 1/4 inch on here and fire attack with 2 1/2 through here. If the hose was charged, we have a couple of options. Option 1 is we can come off of this, we can close this bail, come off of this on our 1 1/2 orifice with our hotel packs. In our high-rise pack, we also have an increaser, so we can go 1 1/2 to 2 1/2 increaser, and then run our hotel packs, or sorry, our 2 1/2 extensions back off of that, as well as more 2 1/2. When we make that decision, obviously our size up and our arrival reports are gonna dictate kind of what we see on arrival. If the whole floor is going, it's probably gonna need more than just the 1 3/4, so we'd probably be going 2 1/2 at that point. As we open the door, we see heavy smoke, or the hallway's already charged, we kind of know we're gonna have to go in, depending on the fire load, with different types of hose. If it's clean, we may be able to extend dry down the hallway, meaning no smoke or light smoke. We can extend down the hallway dry and get to the compartment that has the fire, and then we can base our fire attack, what size hose, off of what we're seeing on that assessment. But our first job was to get, with that hose load, was to get trunk line, or our supply line, up to the top so we can make that decision, and we do have water up here on the 3rd floor.